Okay, this is my assistant Evan Polizano, and today we're going to be demonstrating for you the proper way to do a theatrical slapstick break fall. So to start off, Evan's going to do a really big over-the-top one to show you how amazing a theatrical comedic break fall can look, and then we'll break it down piece by piece to show you how you can do it yourself. So why don't you start over here on like that way, and then just do like one of your really big dramatic tumbling ones. So pretend you just got shoved. Really hard. Excellent, perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna break it down piece by piece and show you how to do that. So the first thing that you wanna do when you are doing a break fall, the most important thing is that you wanna protect your head and your joints. So to start off, Evan's gonna sit down on the floor in a prep position. So he's sitting down like this. As you can see, his elbows are on his knees. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna tuck his chin to his chest so that his head doesn't hit the floor when he rolls back. So he's gonna tuck his chin to his chest, and he's gonna curl his back into a ball, and he's just gonna roll back and roll forward. And you can do that a couple of times till you get comfortable with it. If it is hurting, it means you are doing something wrong. This should not be painful. It shouldn't be comfortable, but it shouldn't be painful, okay? And then once you have that part down, you're gonna do what's called the break fall. If you've ever taken a martial arts class, it's really, really similar. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make an X with your forearms, and yep, exactly like that, and then you're gonna hit the floor at a 45-degree angle to your body. Now notice that Evan's arms are not way up by his ears, and they're not way down by his sides. They're at a 45-degree angle to his body, because that's the best and safest place to protect your shoulders. So what he's actually doing is he's rolling back, and just as the small of his back comes off the floor, he's hitting the floor, and then he's gonna roll back up. So if he were to do that in fast motion, it would look like that. And notice that he is protecting his head by tucking his chin every time he does that. And it's a good idea to empty your pockets so you don't destroy your personal property. Okay, now once you are comfortable with that, that's the first step. And you can actually try this at home on a mattress if it's more comfortable for you. But once you're comfortable with that, you're gonna go into a squatting position. And when you're in a squatting position, you're gonna do the same exact thing. You're gonna squat, sit, roll, and break. Perfect. And when you're comfortable with that, you're gonna go from a standing position. And you can do that in slow motion to start off. You'll stand, sit, there you go. And then you can gradually speed it up until you're really, really comfortable being thrown on the floor in any way. Now that break fall makes a really nice sound effect, but really it's used to help bring you back up quickly. Unless, of course, your character is supposed to fall unconscious, depending what the scene is, then you might just kind of fall out exactly like that. Now, once you have these basic rules, which is 1, protecting your head and joints, 2, breaking the fall at a 45-degree angle to your body, and 3, making sure that you do that break just before the small of your back comes off the floor, you can get really, really creative with it. And Evan is really good at doing all sorts of different tumbles and falls and rolls. So if, for example, somebody were grabbing him like so, and throwing him that way, he could do a tumble. We don't have an extra assistant, but I'm gonna back up. Can you do that one more time? Just pretend that I'm grabbing him by his ear and I'm throwing him forward, and he would do a regular roll into a break fall. And you can really get creative with it, and you can throw your feet up in the air, you can do a splash, you can do a roll, you can do a tuck. There's all sorts of fun things that you can do with it. As long as you follow these rules of protecting your head and joints, you can make it as big and comedic as you want to. Thanks, Evan.